welcome to episode 2 of the AquaX Championship Season Review. In the previous edition, we looked at the early rounds of the season in Kissimmee, Sarasota, and Michigan City. In this episode, we'll take a look at all of the best action from the races in Daytona, St. Petersburg, and of course the AquaX World Championship at Atlantis Paradise Island in the Bahamas. Welcome to the world-famous Daytona Beach on Florida's Atlantic coast for the fourth round of the AquaX Championship. The Hard Rock Hotel is one of the sponsors of this year's race in Daytona Beach, with the action taking place right in front of the hotel. Here in Daytona, we've got another field stacked with talent. The Pro Class has 22 riders, and 21 riders make up the field in the AM class. And we'll start with race 1 in the AM class. Muad Sally gets to the front and is trying to put some distance on the rest of the field. Finlayson passes Sally and gains first position. Finlayson comes through and wins the race. We get the green flag for the pros. Vanjay Ramjeet passes Ian Tosca though and is now the race leader with Christopher Landis in third. And Ramjeet is putting on a masterclass here, and he's really putting the distance between himself and his main rivals here in race 1. The hard work pays off for Dustin Farthing as he catches Ian Tosca, makes the pass and grabs second spot. Now James Wilson passes Ian Tosca and moves into third position. Heavy rain has rolled in, making conditions extremely tough out on the circuit. Because of that heavy rain, the red flag is out to bring race 1 to an end due to the weather conditions. But officially the race will count because 70% of the race was completed, so Vanjay Ramjeet gets first, Dustin Farthing second, and James Wilson third. Race 2 for the AM class is about to get underway after some heavy Florida rain showers. But a huge moment in lap 3 as Sally and Jay Finlayson collide in what looks like a really nasty crash. Unfortunately, that crash has resulted in an injury to Sally. He's broken his leg and has been taken to the hospital. Jay Finlayson thankfully is okay. But at the checkered flag, Jay Finlayson hangs on and finishes in first. In the AM 200 category, Sam Nemi again finished in first. So everything is set and we are ready to go with race 2 for the pros. James Wilson with a superb start. Dustin Farthing comes from the back and is in a big battle for the whole shot with James Wilson. But Snyder is starting to find his rhythm here in race 2 and executes the pass on Wilson on the straight. Disaster for Snyder as his race comes to an end, and that is a real shame for him. Wilson and Daly cruise past the stricken Tory Snyder. We're on to the last lap. It's Wilson in first, Daly in second, Dustin Farthing in third. And as race 2 comes to an end, it's James Wilson who finished the race in first, Christian Daly is second, Dustin Farthing is third, and Camden Powell finished in fourth. In race 3 in the AM class, there's a big battle for the whole shot between Jason Williams and Jay Finlayson. Then in the first lap, Jay Finlayson manages to pass number 23, Jason Williams. After the success in Michigan City, Jay Finlayson makes it 3 race wins in 3 and also picks up the overall here in Daytona Beach. The AM 200 overall first place, Sam Nemi, second, Kevin Sullivan, and third, Johan Ferron. And the final overall for the AM 300, top spot going to Jay Finlayson, second to Eric Diaz, third to Jason Williams, fourth to Joe Johnson, and fifth to Trey Williams. Race 3 for the pros, and it's the decider for the overall here in Daytona Beach. The race is on. In first position, it's Dustin Farthing. Second is Landis. Third is Ian Tosca. Christian Daly manages to pass Wilson to move up to 5th place. Ian Tosca and Devin Farthing pass Landis. So now it's Ian Tosca in second, Devin Farthing in third, Landis in fourth. A battle is unfolding between Landis and Daly for 4th place, and Daly manages to pass Landis, so now he makes 4th place his own. Devin Farthing is absolutely flying here, and he's managed to pass Iron Tosca. What racing from Farthing! A huge fall for 82 Dent, but thankfully he is okay. And at the checkered flag, the Farthing family finishes in style. 1st place to Dustin, 2nd to Devin. In 3rd it was Iron Tosca, and 4th goes to Camden Powell. The overall goes to Dustin Farthing, 2nd to James Wilson, 3rd to Vanjay Ramjeet, 4th to Camden Powell, and 5th to Devin Farthing.
I still beat him. I had to let him get his last win in before he retires.
Leading the way in the championship after Daytona Beach is James Wilson. 2nd is Dustin Farthing, and 3rd is last year's winner, Erminio Iron Tosca. Welcome to St. Petersburg Clearwater in Florida, the final round of the 2022 USA Aquacross Championship, where the top 12 will progress to the P1 Aquacross World Championships in the Bahamas. There's something for everyone, and it's all watchable from up close on St. Pete's new pier, with the Pier Tiki restaurant overlooking the weekend's action. In race 1, Finlayson and number 143 Tyler Erith had a close battle from the start, but it's Finlayson who takes the lead and gets the hole shot. At the end of race 1, it's the favourite Jay Finlayson who stays strong and comes through to take the checkered flag and the win. Pro Race 1 gets underway and the riders charge from the start looking to grab the hole shot. Ramjeet takes the hole shot, but Lezcano manages to pass him, but he's gone in the wrong direction, so Ramjeet hangs on to 1st position. Lezcano is on a bit of a charge here and passes the early leader Ramjeet to move into 1st place. Big drama as race leader Juan Lezcano crashes, and the fastest man on the water, Christian Daly, blasts past and into 1st. The race comes to an end, and it's 105 Christian Daly who crosses the line to take the win in race 1. We're off with race 2 in the AM class. Big drama early on for Joe Johnson. The man who finished 3rd in race 1 looks like he's got a mechanical issue and could be out of the race. But as we reach the finish line, Jay Finlayson looks untouchable, and he crosses the line to go 2 from 2 here in St. Pete Clearwater. The Pro Enduro class gets underway with everyone charging hard from the start. But it's Tori Snyder who grabs 1st place. Race 1 winner Christian Daly is in 2nd, with Camden Powell and Dustin Farthing battling for 3rd. Huge moment in this race as Tori Snyder crashes and Devin Farthing storms past to take the lead. A massive shame for Snyder. He's been leading for most of the race but crashes on the very last lap. He needs to try and get on board quickly and not drop too many more positions. A glorious moment though for Devin Farthing as he comes across the line to take the checkered flag and the win in race 2. It's time for the final races of the season. The AM class are ready to go, and from the off it's that man Jay Finlayson who quickly grabs the lead. Eric Diaz is in 2nd, Joe Johnson and Trey Williams are just behind the early race leaders. Trey Williams gets past Joe Johnson and up into 3rd place. And now Trey Williams gets past Eric Diaz to move up into 2nd. At the end of the race though, it's Jay Finlayson who takes the checkered flag to go 3 from 3 in St. Pete Clearwater. A hat-trick of 2nd place finishes for Trey Williams brings him 2nd, and 3rd in the overall goes to Domenico Barilla. The pros now head out onto the water for one final time before we head to the Bahamas. It's Wilson who bags the hole shot, but Devin Farthing is just behind, and the race 2 winner is not going anywhere. Snyder had a heartbreaking moment in race 2, but he's pushing hard and moves past Iron Tosca to land in 3rd place. Iron Tosca appears to be struggling in the rough water, and Daly gets past him. At the front of the race, we've got a huge battle between the two teammates, James Wilson and Christian Daly. It's neck and neck between them, with the lead changing between these exceptional riders. But finally, Daly makes a move that sticks, and he takes the lead, pushing Wilson down to second. On to the last lap, and Christian Daly powers across the line to take the win in race 3. But as Wilson crosses the line in second, it caps a superb weekend as he wins the overall and the 2022 AquaX Championship. The overall results in the Pro Enduro class, and it was tight. The win going to James Wilson with 55 points. Just 2 points behind were Christian Daly in second, with the wins in race 1 and race 3 to break the tie, with Devin Farthing in third. Fourth goes to Tori Snyder, and fifth to Anthony Radicic.
I had a good weekend, man. The team they build a great ski and makes it easier for me to just pull the trigger and go have some fun. So it's awesome to win the weekend and come out of the year with the number 1 spot. So this is huge.
This is where it all finishes, where the world champions will be crowned. Welcome to the P1 AquaX World Championships, the Bahamas race. After a successful season in the National Championships, the final race is held at the stunning Atlantis Paradise Island in the Bahamas. A dinner was laid on for the AquaX family, adding to the warm welcome received by all. Accommodation was also provided by the Atlantis Hotel, giving riders that little taste of paradise in between all the AquaX racing. With the racing taking place inside the harbour under the shadow of some of the world's largest cruise ships, it could be a challenging course for the riders.
Here in the Bahamas, the course is cool. It gets pretty choppy out there, so that's going to play a part in the race. But I like the course. They changed it up a little. We're starting through the front straight for the spectators to watch, so that'll be really cool. And hopefully we'll go out this first moto in a little bit, get a good start, and I can do really well.
Here in the Bahamas, the field is stacked with talent. With the National Championship under his belt, Jimmy Wilson is the man to look out for in the pro class. He's had a great year of racing and will want to finish this season off with the AquaX World Championship title. It's great to see the legendary Chris McCluggage back after a long absence, and he turns out for the World Championship. The racing gets underway in the AM class, and Sam Nemi gets a brilliant start and takes charge of the race right from the off. There's some bad luck early on though for Valentina Lescano, as she's had some issues at the start. Nemi and Williams are still going head to head, but it's Sam Nemi who manages to get the whole shot and the lead. But no, just before the first lap finished, Nemi has stopped. What a disaster for him. Now we've got Finlayson in first place, and Trey and Jason Williams second and third. In the end, Jay Finlayson wins race 1, with Trey Williams coming home in second and Jason Williams finishing in third. After the pole position qualifying session, here's the starting grid for the first of the pro races. The riders complete an orientation lap of the circuit and line up to get ready for the start. Eric Lagopoulos starts strongly, but it's the man who started in 5th, Tori Snyder, who finds the momentum and is charging towards Lagopoulos. Pole sitter McCluggage is now past Lagopoulos and is pushing hard to take control of the race. It's Tori Snyder who takes the whole shot, but he's got company in the form of Christian Daly, Dennis Mack and Jimmy Wilson, who are all pushing hard. We've got a big battle building for second place. Daly and Landis are neck and neck, but it's Daly who manages to hold off the challenge of Landis and stay in second spot for now. Snyder finishes the first lap in the lead, Daly just behind him in second, with Landis still in third. Meanwhile, down the field, Dustin Farthing has stopped, so Wilson gets past him. Farthing heads towards the beach to check out the problem, which his team do manage to fix, but he's lost a lot of positions because of that issue. Drama as Wilson hits a buoy. That mistake could really cost him at the end of the race. Wilson is still working hard to snatch third from McCluggage. And he does it. Wilson takes third from McCluggage. What a race from the national champion. Now Daly gets his chance. Snyder has slowed down and Daly gets past and into first. But no, Snyder gets the lead back. What a race from Snyder. The white flag is shown, so we're on to the last lap. On the last lap, Snyder and Daly are stuck between the back markers, and huge drama as Snyder hits Dennis Mack, and that means Daly can retake the lead. What a dramatic race we're having. Everything is changed in the last 2 laps. Daly now on the last stretch of the race, and he comes through and takes the win. What a race, what a battle between Daly and Snyder. Here we go with race 2 in the AM class. Now we've got Finlayson in the lead, Klein Glidden in second, and Robert running in third. Robert manages to get past Glidden and move into second position. We're on lap 3 and what a battle we have out on the water. Sam Nemi is trying to get past Klein Glidden and Cardone Robert is just a little further ahead. But just after the next buoy, Nemi does get past Glidden and now he's got his sights set on the man in front of him, Cardone Robert. As we get on to the next straightaway, Nemi finds a burst of speed and is able to get past Robert and moves into second place with just Finlayson up ahead. Oh, and that is a massive shame for Robert. His brilliant race has come to an end. But no, drama. Nemi's race comes to an end for the second race in a row. What a disaster for him with only 2 laps left. It's been another masterclass though from Jay Finlayson. He's cruised his way through race 2 to take the win, and he's now oh so close to the AquaX World Championship title. Race 2 in the pro class is lined up and ready for the start. The race is on, and it's a good start from Dustin Farthing. Devin Farthing passes Christopher Landis and is now charging towards Erminio Iron Tosca, but it's Chris McCluggage who takes the whole shot. He was the top qualifier ahead of race 1 and ended up finishing in 5th. After the first lap, McCluggage is still in first, followed by Snyder, then Lagopoulos in third, with Wilson now in 4th. Radicic was in 5th place and he had a battle with Daly, but Daly is the man who comes out on top of this duel. Big problems for Vanjay Ramjeet. He finds himself in the water, but thankfully he appears to be okay. It's now a 3-way battle for 3rd place as Christian Daly joins the hunt. Lagopoulos is still in 3rd, but Wilson and Daly are both pushing hard. Superb riding from Wilson to pass Lagopoulos and move into 3rd. Some issues for Devin Farthing here. He's stopped and that is a massive shame for him, especially on his birthday. He's throwing everything at it, and now Daly does finally manage to get past Lagopoulos and moves into 4th place. We reach the checkered flag and McCluggage does it. He takes the win in race 2 and now has a great chance to win the world title. Here we go with the 3rd and final race in the AM class here at the AquaX World Championships at Atlantis Paradise Island. Jimmy Roberts is at the front and Jay Finlayson coming from the first line to the inside. It's Jimmy Roberts who holds on to take the whole shot. Oh no, Trey Williams loses control and he's down in the water. What has happened here? Roberts has lost his way and is heading towards the wrong buoy. He figures it out though, but Finlayson is going to cut that gap even more after that error from Roberts. Roberts takes the penalty buoy after that slight directional issue, and that means Finlayson can take over as the new race leader. And we reach the checkered flag, and Jay Finlayson cruises to victory. He goes 3 from 3 here in the Bahamas, and that makes it 15 moto wins in a row, a stunning achievement. What a moment for him as he's crowned as the new world champion in the AM class.
Yeah, my dad brought me out here doing all this stuff for me, and I got Ignite Racing helping us out, Sure Track Trailers, Yamaha Boating, and Jet Tribe.
The overall results from the P1 Aquacross AM 300 World Championship here in the Bahamas. It's of course Jay Finlayson who takes it and is the world champion. Trey Williams finishes second overall, just 1 point ahead of Jason Williams in third. We're getting ready for the final race here at the Aquacross World Championships, the Pro Race. Ahead of the race, Wilson changes his boat with Dustin Farthing, as Farthing isn't racing. And the race is on. It's a great start from McCluggage, and in the middle lane, Wilson also gets away well from the start. McCluggage takes the whole shot. Tori Snyder in second. Ian Tosca and Sophie Francis are also running well from the outside. In first, it's still McCluggage. Second is Snyder. Third is Ian Tosca. Fourth is Christian Daly. Fifth is James Wilson. And in sixth, we have Sophie Francis, followed by Anthony Radicic in seventh. A huge moment in this race and in the quest for the World Championship title. McCluggage has come to a stop with an engine failure. A disaster for him, and that brings his world title challenge to an end. Now Snyder is leading the race. If he can hold on and finish in first, he'll become the new world champion. Bad luck for Anthony Radicic. He was running well, but unluckily for him, his race comes to an early end. Daly is catching up with Ian Tosca and looking to make a pass. He makes a move and it sticks, so now he's up in second place. But if he wants to win the world title, there's one man up ahead in Tori Snyder, who he'll need to get past. This time it's heartbreak for Herminio Ian Tosca, who's out of the race. Now with Ian Tosca out of the race, it means we have Wilson up into third, with Sophie Francis in fourth. Oh no, now it's Daly having problems. Just before the white flag and the last lap of the race. Can he nurse that ski round one more lap to at least complete the race? But he can't. Wilson passes him to jump into second place as a devastated Christian Daly is left to wonder about what might have been. Tori Snyder is on the last stretch of the race and he comes through, takes the checkered flag and the win. With that win, Snyder is the new world champion. What a moment for him, and what a moment for his family. Results from race 3 then. Snyder the winner. Jimmy Wilson did cross the line in second place, but was later penalised for changing the ski, so that sees him move down to fourth, meaning that Sophie Francis takes second place, with Vanjay Ramji taking third.
I feel great. I had a rough year. I've been preaching to you all year, the consistency of ski, and I've had a lot of mechanical failures and other issues with the whole year, and to come here at this final race and get the win here, and feels so great. Beautiful place to be, no better place to race. Beautiful hotel, beautiful beach, beautiful venue, everything's the best. Thank you.
The overall results from the pro class. Tori Snyder the winner and the new world champion with 66 points. James Wilson finishes in second place on 52 points, and on 48 points, third place goes to Christian Daly. Aquacross family close out the year with a spectacular dinner and award ceremony. What a year it's been, a season filled with drama and excitement. That brings us to the end of the 2022 season. See you again in 2023. Bye.